really good. Terra Blast Grass, you're dead. You're not living this. Bye. That's Terra Blast Grass boosted with a battery boost. It's the Volt Switch. That actually does a solid amount of damage under terrain. There's a lot more I thought it was going to. What is up, everybody? Back with some more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Regulation G VGC. CHARJABUG is a really cool mon that pairs really well with a lot of the restricted Pokemon because of its ability Battery, which actually gives you an attack boost to your attack and special attack. It kind of boosts your moves pretty much, which is kind of a really cool ability, especially when you have restricted that have really good stats already. It's kind of just like makes them into a nuke. So it's actually a team with a CHARJABUG Miraidon, kind of a really cool team they want to feature today. CHARJABUG is also another mon. It's been in the game for a while, but it's more of a unique mon. You don't really see it that much. The reason why everybody uses it is mainly because it's pretty bulky and it has the ability Battery, like I said. So it's a team by Calamari, or I think it was Dinosaur. We featured one of their or two of their teams in the past on the channel a long time ago. They throw out some pretty good teams every once in a while, and I kind of wanted to feature this one because it looked really unique. Haven't really seen anybody using CHARJABUG or any teams around CHARJABUG at all. I think this team's pretty good. It looks kind of interesting as well. There's a few other things on this team that kind of piqued my interest, which we'll talk about. So if you guys want to use this team, we're going to put up in the corner. I'm not sure if there's a paste for this team, but if there is one, I'll throw one in the description down below. Apart from that, let's kind of go through this team. I'll hop in some games for you guys. We got the star of the team, which is actually the CHARJABUG with the Terra Dragon. It's more of a defensive Terra, even though I don't think you'll ever use your Terra on this thing. With the String Shot for speed control, Struggle Bug, which actually lowers their special attack. And you got the Volt Switch there for like switch initiative and the Protect. It's just mainly to be on the field as long as possible and like buff whatever's alongside it. It's kind of what it's there for. You got the Life Orb Miraidon, Terra Electric, just overall 3 double stab, kind of just a really straightforward set. Dash Iron Valiant, mainly just there for like taunt support with Wide Guard to take advantage of the electric terrain. You actually have Flame Plate Chi-Yu with Mean Look on this team. I'm not 100% sure what Mean Look is actually for. I really am not, especially like being able to Mean Look somebody and then probably getting one-shotted in return most of the times because you're not really that bulky of a mon. I don't know, we'll see how that actually does, if I can actually take advantage of that, but you also have the Terra Blast Grass there, which could be pretty good, coming in clutch for a few other things. And then you got the Ogerpon. It's more of a really standard Ogerpon. I'm not going to talk about it very much. Named then Cover Cloak, Tornadus. You also have Sunny Day there to try to get rid of people's weather, mainly to buff the Chi-Yu's damage. And if you're going against other weather, you got speed control with the Icy Wind and a few other things, so not too bad. Let's hop in some games. Alright, we're going against a really cool team. My opponent actually has the Staraptor. I forgot, what is that? Galarian Weirdeer? Or that's Weirdeer. Not Galarian, it's just Weirdeer. I forgot its name, I haven't seen it forever. Indeedee, Lantern, Electros, and Goliathscore. Really cool team. Really, really cool. What do I bring here? I think for sure, like, what he does here, he 100% brings Lantern, he 100% brings Goliathscore. 100% here, that's what he brings. So I gotta prepare for both of those. So I actually think Terra Grass Chi-Yu ain't too bad here. Funny enough. I think what I'm actually going to lead with, Ogerpon ain't bad either. I think Ogerpon's pretty good here. I'm actually going to lead Ogerpon, CHARJABUG. I think that's a pretty solid lead here. I'll bring the Miraidon in the back, or the Miraidon in the back, and I'll bring the Chi-Yu. I think that's what I bring here. He's 100% going to bring probably Electros too, because it has no weakness and it resists electric. It has some decent stuff into Miraidon, like Lantern, funny enough, actually is one of the only things that actually has like a can like fully check Miraidon, especially if it's like Terra Fairy. So if it is, like, he has a 100% check to Miraidon on his team. He just brings this though, so I wish I had brought Wide Guard. If he has Trick Room though, I'm not really too worried about it, because like I can just go for Struggle Bug here. Struggle Bug lowers their special attack, and I don't think they have anything to one-shot the CHARJABUG. So I'm just going to go for Ivy Cudgel here. I got the battery boost going, so that helps me out a little bit. And they're both weak to Struggle Bug too, so it should do decent damage. It was about half. What was that? Red card. Okay. Haven't seen that in a long time. Goes into Miraidon. I actually get rid of his terrain. That's huge. So that's actually pretty good for me. He actually has Reflect. Okay, Reflect. I'm fine with Reflect. Energy Ball. Not what I expected at all. I thought he was going to set up the Trick Room and then start going for Follow Me and shit, but that does nothing. Wow, Struggle Bug does not. I thought it would do more than that. Holy shit, that does nothing. Even for super effective damage, that does nothing. That's laughable. It really is. I think let's go for Electro Drift here. I go for Electro Drift into the Weird Deer here, and then let's go for Struggle Bug again. Well, there's the Follow Me. I don't know what he has to one-shot or anything on my team. Like, Weird Deer is really weak, so stats are pretty bad. We've used it a few times here on the channel, too. We've featured a few times. It's not good. It was one of the worst teams I featured in a long time, a few weeks, or like about a month or two back. Oh, there's the Trick Room. I don't know why you didn't do that for turn 1. I mean, he's already has its special attack down lowered by 2 already, so depends what he has. Light. That's Lantern. Okay. I don't even know what I do on the Miraidon here. Like, is he Terra Fairy? Is that what he is? I don't know what he has to one-shot me. I know Lantern gets Ice Beam, but like apart from that, like what do you do to me? I think it's Volt Switch here. I'm gonna Volt Switch onto the Weird Deer here, and then I'm just gonna keep going for Struggle Bug. I'm the slowest thing under Trick Room. Okay, that's huge. So I'm able to get a special attack drop onto both of them again. Psychic. That does nothing. Weird Deer, you're stuck by a Lantern. What the fuck is this guy running? What is this? What the fuck is this guy doing? This thing out of here. I think I should just go on to the Ogre Pawn here again. I know he has a Reflect up and everything. I don't know, is Struggle Bug? Maybe because Struggle Bug was doing so little damage just because of the Reflect. I thought Struggle Bug was a special move, but it might be a physical move, I'm not sure. I have to look. Maybe that's why it was doing so little damage. I'm just gonna go for a Horn Leech here. Well, it's actually a special move, so it's just garbage. Charge Bug's just garbage, that's what it is. It's gonna Terra. Are you Terra Fairy? If he's Terra Fairy Lantern, like if it comes down to Lantern versus Miraidon, I lose. He's Terra Flying. So he's 100% Volt Absorb. That's also another really good Terra for Lantern, because you can't get hit by electric type moves. It's pretty good. And like you can deal with rock types because you're water type. Discharge. Oh, that's what this is. Discharge Electros alongside Lantern. I mean, that doesn't do anything, though. It's really weak. It's spam para, though. Doesn't really do that much. Even with Electric Terrain, it still doesn't do much. He gets a full para on the first turn. It's gonna be really... This guy's really stalling it out. I know it's gonna be really close because, like, I have a few options I can do, but I think what I have to do is just try to get it to 1v4 versus Lantern. I think that's my best bet here. I'm just gonna start going for damage onto the Electros here. And I just keep spamming Struggle Bug. Like, the less and less damage they do, too, like, I can kind of just stall them out and get more turns that way. This is something I've actually seen in Gen 5. There's actually a really common combo back in Gen 5, too. Because Electros was actually a lot better in Gen 5. I actually seen this a lot back in VGC in Gen 5, and I'll go against on the ladder, come to think of it. This brings me back to the good old days. Back when I had no idea how to fucking play at VGC, I would just go on the ladder with a bunch of cool stuff and wonder why I keep losing. When I was first getting into competitive mons back then, I didn't know much better. I was just a dumb middle schooler. I just keep spamming Struggle Bug. protect. I mean, his damage number is just so low now because he's been getting spammed nonstop with Struggle Bug. So, like, if I can make this a 1v4 versus the Lantern, I think I can still easily win the game. It's like, Electros is gone now, you're gone. Just keep going for Struggle Bug. I can't Volt Switch out because that'll give him health back, but I don't know, I can maybe try to switch out the Lantern here if I really want to. I want to see how much an Ivy Cudgel does. I have a really good chance of getting a crit too. If I can get a crit and break through some stuff, that'd be pretty good. I just keep spamming Struggle Bug. So he has Stockpile, Thunderbolt, Ice Beam, probably Protect. It's probably his move pool. This still does a solid amount to him though. Even being like max Stockpile. This guy's running some crazy shit. I haven't seen this shit in forever. I haven't seen Stockpile Lantern at all. That's a brand new one. 200 IQ right here. This is why I like the casual ladder though. You go against some really cool stuff on the casual ladder. Like, you ain't gonna see this on the ranked ladder at all. I think that's game. Like, he legit just did 10 damage with Thunderbolt to me. Citrus. Wiki Berry. Oh, that's interesting. I think he's at like -6. He's at his special attack can't go any lower. I'm just gonna keep going for Ivy Cudgel here. I'm actually gonna switch out the Charge Bug here. And I'm actually gonna go into the Chi-Yu. That does not. I keep getting fully paralyzed. This guy's getting some really good para hacks on me too. Go for Ivy Cudgel again. Go for Ivy Cudgel, and he's already snarled to death, so I just go for Heat Wave. I just want to see how much this does, because it should do a solid amount, yeah. If only Lantern had better stats. Like, this is a really cool strategy and everything, but I think Lantern stats just aren't really that good. Because, like, he's at, what, +3 already at max Stockpile. And, like, he's still not even, like, nullifying that much damage because his stats are just so bad. Really cool Mon. I love Lantern. It's a really cool Mon, but, man, its stats really bad. It's one of those Mons that was really good in Gen 3, but, like, after that, like, or, like, in the, I think was what introduced in, like, it. I don't know, I thought it was introduced in Gen 3, but it might be Gen 2. Whenever it was introduced, ever since then, it's been getting power crept every single gen. It's just not that good. Cool team, though. Solid game. That game took a lot longer than it was supposed to, but some cool stuff. See you guys in another match. We'll take the dub. Alright, we got another really cool game here with a really cool team. My opponent's running like a full team of starters. I don't know if this is like his in-game team or if this is like an actual like team that has some crazy shit we're about to get knocked back by. He has Chestnut, Meowscarada, Blastoise, Gardevoir, Electrode. I haven't seen Electrode in forever. And Hisuian Typhlosion. So, what do I do here? I actually think Tailwind's really good. I'm going to bring Tornadus. Tornadus looks really good here with Tailwind. And Tornadus looks good. What else do I want to bring here? I think I should just leave Tornadus like alongside Miraidon. Like, it's just so good. I don't even know if I need Charge Bug in this game. I feel like it just doesn't really even do that much for me. I'm just better off bringing other stuff. Chi-Yu looks really good here. He has a lot of stuff that just gets hit by Fire-type moves or Terra Grass. I think Ogerpon looks pretty good. He does have Electrode here. I don't know if Electrode, I think usually if you bring Electrode, it likes to set up screens or weather. He might actually be like a Rain Dance Electrode. That might actually be what this is. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to set up my Tailwind here. And I'm just going to go target down the Blastoise. I'm actually going to Volt Switch out on the Blastoise, predicting like weather type stuff here. With like a... He's going to protect. He wants to get his rain up. That's what he wants to do here. Like Water Spout or some shit. Or like screens maybe. Outspeed Electrode. Oh, that's because of the Tailwind. Never mind. I was gonna say Electrode's usually faster than me. There's the light screen. So I don't know if he has weather. Probably just like a fast screens like support Electrode, I guess. I could go for Sunny Day here to try to reduce his water type moves, which would be pretty good. But I think I can just go for Bleak Wind Storm here. It'd be pretty nice. And then I'm just gonna Volt Switch out, going right into Ogerpon. He has Blastoise, so I'm assuming he probably brought either the Chestnut or the Meowscarada. I don't know, let's see. Is he Terra Ground? Are you Terra Ground Blastoise? He is Terra Ground. Oh no. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's bad. I bet he was like, oh, I'm about to get this guy. I'm about to get this guy. I'm going to throw him off guard with the Terra Ground. He's been planning this the entire time. Oh, yes, roll out. Roll out Electrode. What the fuck? He's Dig. Dig out Blastoise. Okay. Okay, that's cool. I mean, I have Icy Wind. I don't know, I can't really do much to him, actually. If he has Rollout, I can't really do much. I mean, Icy Wind hits the Blastoise for super effective damage now, but I don't know what I even go into. I can go into Ogerpon, I guess. I can go into Ogerpon. I think I just Bleak Wind Storm again for damage, and then I'm actually going to switch out into the Ogerpon here to take a Dig. I want to see how much Dig does. I want to see how much Dig actually does to me. Bleak Wind Storm, it misses. I get the double miss. Of course I do. Of course I get the double miss. He's over here setting up Rollout. I'm about to get swept by a Rollout fucking Electrode and a digging Blastoise. Does nothing. Wow, that does nothing. I'm gonna go for Icy Wind here. And I'm actually gonna go for Ivy Cudgel and get this Blastoise out of here. Actually, I think I'm gonna go after the Electrode because I think he's gonna protect. There we go. I almost went after doubled into the Blastoise. That would have been bad. I can't believe he's a Rollout Electrode. That's a new one. I've never seen Rollout Electrode. Maybe back in the older generations when it had like no move pool, that would be viable, but I don't think anymore. Get it out. Get it out of here. Funny enough, if I actually didn't outspeed there and I never had Tailwind, he would outsped me. Probably would have killed the Thundurus on the third turn of Rollout. That's crazy to think about. Typhlosion here. I think I just go for, what did my Tailwind drop? I think my Tailwind's out, ain't it? Yeah, my Tailwind's gone here, so... I'm actually more scared of the Typhlosion than I am of the Blastoise. So I think I'm just gonna set my Tailwind here and I'm just gonna go for Ivy Cudgel. So Blastoise, if he has Dig, I don't know what the fuck he has to hit me. He can't hit me with a water type move. The only best thing is maybe Ice Beam. I'm not scared of him at all. I want to get some really cool shit on the casual ladder tonight. Really, really cool stuff. You ain't gonna see this shit anywhere else. Just gets one-shotted though. I think my opponent's team's really cool. I think it's just, oh yeah, he was going for the pledge. He was going for the water fire pledge stuff. That's why he has all those starters on his team. That's why they have so he has a bunch of water, fire, and grass pledge stuff. I do like my opponent's team. Like, it's a really cool concept. Like, he's trying out his prankster Gardevoir that could be broken. Like, he's trying some really cool stuff, but like I think it's just kind of executed a lot more kind of bad. I think there's a lot better ways if he really wants to go for like dig Blastoise or roll out a fucking Electrode or whatever. I think there's a lot better stuff to run than that. If you want to run like Fire, Water, Grass Pledge, like I don't think you need 4 starters for that. I think you maybe at the max need maybe 3. I think 4 is a bit overkill. Bleakwind Storm here, Bleakwind Storm, and then I'm just going to go for the Ivy Cudgel onto the Gardevoir because I think he's going to protect again, and he does, so. It's going to be a 1v5 versus the Blastoise versus my entire team, it's looking like. He just surrenders. I'll give him credit, he was cooking for a little while there, but I think I ended up just kind of overtaking him there with the Tailwind and being able to outspeed everything. And like he just wasn't able to get any damage rolling. I think that's the main problem he had. Wasn't really able to do anything there, he just ended up getting overwhelmed. Cool team though, kind of interesting to see how that actually he at least tried to make it work. I was really scared of the Terra Ground Blastoise there. I thought I was about to catch a Terra Blast, but Dig, I'm fine with Dig. Dig ain't doing shit to me, so. Really weird Blastoise set too, because Dig is physical and Water Pledge is a special move. So I don't know what he was trying to cook. Whatever. I'll see you guys in one more game. Alright, we heard another game. We're actually in a mirror versus another Koraidon team. It's gonna be a battle of the Koraidons here, y'all. Koraidon, Blood Moon, Ursaluna, Frigoraph, Urshifu, Pelipper, and Amoonguss. So I think what he actually does, he actually goes with more of a Trick Room type of approach here. So what I want to do is I actually really want to bring the Gallade or the Iron Valiant here because I actually have Taunt on this. So I can actually taunt the Frigoraph with a non-prankster taunt and make it so it can't set up Trick Room or like the Amoonguss so it can't go for Spore if it wants to bring that. So I think that's what I actually do here. I'm actually going to lead with the Miraidon alongside the Iron Valiant here. Chargebug, I don't know if Chargebug's the greatest here. It ain't too bad versus him. I don't know, the main problem would be like wide. I'm gonna bring it anyways, YOLO. Bringing it anyways, it's our last match of this team. We're going to YOLO. 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 Alright, it really ain't the greatest versus him because if he brings Pelipper, like both of my moves are spread moves, so I get walled by Pelipper, so I'm just kind of dead weight on the field. I don't know if he'll bring Pelipper though, because I have my own Miraidon, so I'm not sure if he even brings Pelipper. Let's leave with this. It's interesting. I don't even know if I want to stay in here, though. I think I actually switched the Miraidon out here. So I think I'm going to catch an Earth Power on this turn. So I think I'm actually going to go into Chargebug here. I could U-turn out, but if he protects the Urshifu here, that could be a bit of a problem. I'm just going to Moonblast the Urshifu here. Surprised he never led with the Frigoraph. It's kind of surprising. So I think his best way to try to win is try to set up Trick Room because otherwise I just outspeed him. My team's a lot more fast than his is. Yeah, that's why I didn't want to stay in with Miraidon. He's going to detect, he's going to try to get rid of the Miraidon on turn 1. Or he might just Hyper Voice to get his boost, which he does. So, wow, that does a lot of that. That's specs. That's choice specs. Okay. I have a few plays here, actually, I can do. I can actually go for Struggle Bug if I really want to here, but... Like, the Urshifu breaks through Protect here anyways, so I think I'm just going to Struggle Bug. I'm going to Struggle Bug, and I'm just going to go for Moonblast. He might actually just switch out here. He has Aqua Jet. It's unfortunate. So the Iron Valiant doesn't do shit here, and that was my best Mons into his team. There's the Hyper Voice again. It has the choice specs, because it's doing so much fucking damage. I think what I do here is I actually go Terra Grass Chiyu, and I just get this Ursaluna the fuck out of here. I think he's going to Protect on this next turn again. I think that's what he does here, so... I could String Shot too, which ain't too bad. Or I can just Volt Switch out too, if I really wanted to. I think I'm going to Volt Switch out on this turn. I'm going to Volt Switch out, and I'm going to go Terra Grass here onto the Ursaluna, because he has to be choice specs. He's doing... He almost one-shotted the Iron Valiant from full, like that's 100% specs. I'm hoping he goes for a Detect, though, here. If I can get a free kill on the Blood Moon, that'd be great. Stays in, okay. Aqua Jet. Okay, that's good. That's really good. Terra Blast Grass, you're dead. You're not living this. Bye. That's Terra Blast Grass boosted with a battery boost. It's the Volt Switch. That actually does a solid amount of damage under terrain. Does a lot more than I thought it was going to. So I'm going to go into Miraidon. My opponent's in a weird spot, just mainly because like he has his own Miraidon probably in the back. So like it comes down to like, does he attack my Miraidon, and like does he, depends what build he is too, because I don't know if he actually one-shots me. It's going to be a speed tie as well, so like we're kind of coming down to a speed tie more than likely here if he's not Scarfed. He has his own Miraidon, so... Kind of interesting here. Kind of interesting. Is he going to go Terra Electric here, though? I'm actually going to Protect. I'm going to Protect here. I think the Urshifu protects on this turn, too. I kind of want to just go for Snarl on this turn. But I don't know. It's a really difficult turn. I think I'm just going to Snarl here. I think a Snarl from this range should get rid of Urshifu. It's really low. Draco Meteor. Glad I went for Snarl. Glad I went for Snarl, because I'm risking a speed tie here, too. Get rid of their Urshifu. That's huge. Get the special attack drop. So I should be able to take a Draco now, hopefully, at -1. And we know he's not Specs, because the Ursaluna was Specs. He has this thing, so what do I want to do here? I think I kind of actually just want to sack the CHARJABUG off here. I'm actually going to Volt Switch onto the Fragarath here, and I'm just going to go for Snarl again. I could Heat Wave too. Heat Wave ain't too bad, but I think I'm just going to Snarl again. Terra Fairy. I'm fine with Terra Fairy. That's fine. It's fine by me. I don't care. Protect. Okay, that's good. I'm glad I Volt Switched out. That's fine. That just one-shots him. That just one-shots him. Holy shit. Miraidon, bro. I didn't think that was going to one-shot him. So that tells me he wasn't even running a bulky Frigoraph. That was like a fully offensive one for whatever reason. Okay. Here comes the Charjabug. Kind of ironic this thing's going to be one of the last things that probably hits the field here. I don't think he has any way to one-shot the Chi-Yu here either. I guess Draco maybe has a chance even at -1. But like, I'm just going to Struggle Bug. We're Struggle Bugging now. Actually, what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to String Shot. That way I guarantee the outspeed on my own Koraidon. That's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to go for Snarl again. He surrenders! He cannot stand the Charjabug. The Charjabug with the surrender. Get outplayed. Or winning the Miraidon mirror. Not bad. Played really good there too. I think Terra Grass on the Chi-Yu there really helped us. Just getting that one shot on the Ursaluna was huge. That was a really huge turning point for the game. And like the Ursaluna there, or I keep getting confused with the Ursaluna and Urshifu because they both start with U. But like the Volt Switch doing that much damage to the Urshifu there was really good as well, because it put it in range to actually get killed by a Snarl on like 1 or 2 turns afterwards. So the Snarl damage was actually enough from that range to get rid of it. That was huge too, so not bad. Really good game. Let's talk a little about this team. As for this team, I think Charjabug is actually a really good pairing alongside Miraidon, especially a lot of things on this team. It buffs the damage for Ogerpon. The damage boost to Ogerpon is also really, really good. Stuff like the Iron Valiant, the Chi-Yu, like anything on the team with a damage boost alongside the Charjabug just makes it that much better. I think the only real thing that with the Charjabug that's kind of a problem is it's kind of setup bait. I had one testing match where I went against, I think it was there was actually a Como. I actually went against like a really cool Como screen or team that actually had screens behind like a Como, and the guy set up a Clangorous Soul behind screens, and I ended up having the Charjabug on the field alongside the Tornadus, and the guy used that opportunity to kind of set up all over me, and by the time I was able to start getting rolling, like I ended up getting set up on by a Como, and I actually nearly ended up almost getting swept by a Como. It came down to like the last turn, and I ended up getting a lucky crit to win that game in one of my testing matches. But that just goes to show you, if one thing you guys got to be careful for with using the Charjabug on this team, it's kind of set up bait. So if you become a little bit too passive and you don't really have enough damage on your side to really put out enough damage, your opponents are going to set up all over it. So that's one thing to kind of look out for. And it's also walled by like stuff like Wide Guard. 2 of its main moves are spread moves, so same with like a few other things on this team. There's a few other moves on this team that are also affected by Wide Guard. So if you're going against any Wide Guard users, you kind of got to be a little bit more wary of that type of stuff when you do use this team. But overall, really solid. The one thing I don't really understand is the mean look on the Chi-Yu. I'm not 100% sure what that's really for. I never used it once at all, so I'm not sure what mean look is really 100% for on this team. I guess maybe if you want to like, if you're like stat spam lowering somebody and you don't want them to switch out, you can mean look them in. It's like some stat spam, then like lower the special attack with the Charjabug or like with Snarl, so they're not able to switch out. Maybe that's what it's for. I'm not 100% sure though. I don't know. At least for me, the only thing I would do with this team is get rid of the mean look, because I just don't know what it's there for. I would switch mean look out with like something else on the Chi-Yu, so you have something else to do damage or like protect or something on there. I throw on the Chi-Yu, but it's personally me, because I don't know what mean on this team really is supposed to do. But apart from that, really solid team, really fun team. If you guys want to use, there's a lot of really good Miraidon teams. I don't know if this team's as good as the one we actually featured recently around the Alolan Raichu. If you guys missed that, I'll leave a link to that on the screen for you guys right now, if you guys missed that team. But there's a lot of really good Miraidon teams. I think Miraidon's one of those restricted that has a lot of really cool stuff you can pair alongside it, and a lot of really cool options that can work really well with it. If you guys enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe down below. Really appreciate it. Link to the pokepaste should be in the description. Rental code up in the corner if you guys want to use this team. I'm going to get out of here. Thanks for watching, everybody.